Hello, good afternoon, Society 11. It's Friday again. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a good week. The year 2021 does seem to have started rather interestingly across the world. It's not disappointing, but don't let it get you down. Instead, like we said last week and the week before, turn your focus it into things that you can do. This year's going to be a good year for a lot of you. You just don't know it yet.
That's right. That's right.
So, welcome. Here we are, and welcome, Moneymakers. You're joining us for the first part of this today,
As
and
always,
I'm
nice
glad
to
about
see you
that.
guys.
I'm
Yes,
glad about that. You know, now if you're in the Moneymakers group, we now don't show you any of our Wednesday show. I'm afraid we've
that's right.
decided to keep that completely members only, so that we can crack on with the really good stuff on a Wednesday, and that's what we do. And we've changed the use of that show a little bit. It's not a review show now. But anyway, so that's why you haven't seen us on a Wednesday appearing in the Moneymakers group, because I'm afraid that we've decided that that live is completely exclusive to our full members only. This one, though, we let you see a bit of it, so welcome aboard. We've got some wins to share, which we're going to do
Oh
first
yeah.
up in a moment. But before we even get into that, let's say hello to some people, because we always appreciate those that turn up live to these, because we love the interaction, we love the feedback. It means you can ask questions on the spot and we can answer them. You get better value out of it. We're able to give better value. So we really love the fact that some of you make the effort to turn up and watch this live rather than the replay. I appreciate not everyone can watch it live. If you're watching a replay, hello, you're welcome too. But just for a second, I'm shouting out some people that have turned up live because we genuinely appreciate it. So hello to Jerome and Doug Halfpenny and Tom Griffin and Neil McKenzie and Paul Carzin, I believe. And if you're here and I haven't said hello, it's because you haven't said hello to us yet. So say something in the chat. We know you're here, and we'll welcome you. But if I haven't said hello to you, if I've missed you, sometimes the comments go by too quick. You are all more than welcome. We're glad to have you here. So let's talk about some of the wins we've had, because there have been some stonking wins this week. And we like to talk about the wins here because it encourages other people that if you're consistent and if you do whatever it is you need to do in your business, you will get results. Congratulations to Mr. Stephen Meller, who received his first payment from his Twitch streaming and gaming streaming adventures. Now, here's the thing. I think it was his first one. Here's the thing. Steve's been live streaming on Twitch for ages, and many of you might look at that and go, he's committed to doing that I think he does it 2 nights a week. I watch when I can. I'm often not about, but he does it 2 nights a week. He, with some other people, they stream for a few hours. He does other odd bits he gets involved in. Now, he does it because he loves it, and he does it because, and they've had opportunity to raise money for good causes, which is obviously brilliant. But also, he's doing it because it would like to be something he build up. You know, when you're doing something you love, if you can get paid for it, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, okay, his first Twitch payment is $99, and when you consider he's been doing it for years, you might go, "Oh, really?" Yeah, but what's he built? He's built a brand. He's established himself, and that's just the beginning. And this is what a lot of people miss with making money online and things like that. They think I can build something and instantly it will make me rich. And that isn't how it works. You do
No.
have to build these things and put consistency behind them and whatever. But here's the good news. Once you start seeing the money, believe me, the growth is exponential. It's like it goes like this, and then you maybe make a tiny little bit of money and a tiny little bit of money. And this is quite a long time span. But then suddenly the bell curve changes, and the amount of time you invest compared to the return it brings and everything else, that's how it works. You invest in yourself and you reap the rewards later. But you've got to see the big picture to do that sometimes. It would
Right.
be very easy to get on Twitch and go, I'm going to, and thousands do. I had a dabble with it and I still gone there for fun. I'm not interested in monetizing at the moment. I don't have a clear enough brand on there. So I just do it for a bit of a lark. But I also do it because doing things like that teaches you. You know, I got to be a better presenter by hanging out and having to talk to people live on a camera. And, you know, there he is, Mr. Meller. Hello, Mr. Meller.
One of the other things is, how many followers do you have to have on YouTube before you can even start to monetize? 1,000 subscribers. I don't think it's that way in Twitch, is it?
In Twitch, they do a thing where, so your first thing is you build some followers, and they have certain goals, but you know what they are because they tell you. So it's like if you stream a certain amount of time a week, and if you on those you get an average of 3 participating viewers, which isn't very many, then you're already well on your way. I think if you typically have 50 or 100 followers, is it, or something, and if 3 people are active on a thing, typically over a period of so many days, they go, you can go to the next level, and then you become what's called Twitch affiliate, which is where you're allowed to have subscribers who actually pay to, or can optionally, I say they pay, they optionally can donate to your channel and pay to your channel and support it that way. It's a very good model because people pay for what they feel it's worth to them, you know. And that's one thing that we all suffer with on value. We often undervalue ourselves and what we're doing, and you go, well, what value is there in someone watching me play Minecraft? You know what, it's entertainment. You know, if people enjoy it, I love it, and I love the fact that you're interacting with the people that are doing it, and they're making mistakes and they're laughing at themselves, and you're laughing with them, and you know it's just a nice buzz sometimes. And I'm more than happy. I've got 2 or 3 channels that I subscribe to. I think a lot of my subscriptions got cancelled because my credit card ran out, and I've got to go back and renew some of them. But I haven't been on Twitch myself in about 6 to 8 weeks. But anyway, that's Twitch. That's the thing. It's something I've looked at. It's something that's in the distance for me. I might do something with it one day. It's good to know all these things. Steve decided to build it up, seeing his first bit of money. I think it gives us a good measure of reality, though, because, you know, we've got now Steve's here, actually. How long have you been doing the live streaming on Twitch, Mr. Stephen? Because I know it's quite a while. There's a good tip as well. He said it's more difficult if you're by yourself. It's not impossible. Yeah, that was the other thing. A lot of it I was doing by myself. I did team up with some people. I teamed up with my brother and my daughter for a while. And we had fun, and it was the most momentum we grew was during that time. But then it became really difficult to get all 3 people to always be available, because I said if we're going to make this work and it build, it's going to take time, and you've got to commit to doing it every week, week in, week out. If we say we're going to stream on a Monday and a Wednesday, we have to stream on a Monday and Wednesday from 8 p.m. to whatever time. And that they couldn't commit at the time, or we couldn't all. I mean, all of us had commitment issues at the time with that, so it wasn't the right timing for it. I didn't want to do it on my own, so I've shelved it for now, and I may get back to it. As I say, I still jump in and dabble. I certainly support friends and people that I know are on it. So there we go. So it'll be interesting. But what I mean, if it's a year, if it's 2 years, it's a period of time before the first bit of income came from it. And, you know, if you compare all the hours he's put into 99, that's not a very good rate of return. But if you consider what has been built, okay, 5 years, they've built a brand, a following, they've done it with consistency, and now the money the money always follows. It always follows if you're consistent and you do something and people enjoy the content.
Gary V. I keep on thinking of Gary V over and over again. For the first, almost 2 years, he had maybe 100 subscribers to his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But he did it every week, and then he started doing it every other day, something like that.
Yeah.
And just built and built and built and built and built, and then finally started people watching his wine reviews, his wine channel, and that's how he grew. I mean, he already had money, but
isn't that the great thing about Gary V, though? He's there and he'll talk about what he does, and he's genuinely out to help people. He has got some books on the subject, which he will happily sell you, obviously. And he consults for big companies. But then on top of that, because he's got a following, he's also able to turn to them and go, I'm doing a shoe brand. Anyone want to buy shoes off me? And lots of them go, oh, yeah, I will, Gary, because I like you.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're buying a shoe. It's got his signature on it or something, and it's worth 100 quid instead of 20 because it's got his name on it. It doesn't matter, does it? If people are prepared to pay something, they see the value, they want to support it, all those things fall into place. Doug Hoffman says nobody wants to hear his wine channel, but he's, of course, played on words and spelt wine the other way. Right.
Wins.
So,
Wins.
yes, actually, what Stephen said there, just before we go on to the other ones, he's looking to do something with his photography channel as well, because Twitch doesn't have to be live anymore, and that is true. And it's the one thing that's put me back onto Twitch. I'm going to do some pre-recorded shows. I've started doing them. They're like half an hour. They're going to be half an hour long each. I want to get 6 in my bank made, ready to go, so that I can go. Like, say you can do it like a TV thing. You can go, it's launching on this date. It will run every week for 6 weeks. And I'm going to queue it up and schedule it. And then I can focus on promoting it, because I'm not worrying about making the content anymore. So it's going to be a season. There'll be 6 episodes. And I'm going to do those on Twitch, see how it goes. And then obviously you then build the momentum and the interest for season 2 of whatever it is you're doing. So I'm looking at that with more of the Netflixy TV model, but how I can do it on my scale, and in my way. What other wins? Okay, so there's 2 other wins I want to talk about really quickly, and then we've got some other stuff I want to share with the guys in Society 11, which I think is really going to help you. I was just showing Kurt my 5-page lead magnet template, and I reckon I said, "Do you think that'll help other people?" And he's like, So I'm going to share that with you, Society 11 chappos, in a moment. And I'll talk about all the psychology behind it as well. It's interesting. Okay.
Awesome.
Wins. Paul Carr and Neil Mackenzie have both got wins. Do you want to talk about those, Kurt? Or
let me pull up exactly what they had sent me. That way I'm not slaughtering.
All right. Yeah. They sent it to me as well. They sent it to both of us. And I love hearing these stories of these wins and things like that. So both of them have got created products that are lead magnets. Also, Paul has followed some of Neil Singh, and he's now doing a joint venture spin-off thing from that. That's why I love this place. We're able to pair people up and team people up sometimes, and you find people you can work with. When you work with someone else, you've got that, they become an accountability partner. It really does help. Although Kurt and I only really work together on certain projects, mainly IM based, not all. But we got these core things we work together on. Kurt and I help each other with other aspects of our life and business and everything else all the time, because I've got lots of other business interests that are nothing to do with this.
Well, not only that, we share ideas, thoughts, processes on life, spirituality.
Yep.
Friendship, how to take care of issues. If something comes up, I don't know what to do, I ask Andy. It is more than just a partnership in a business. It's a deep friendship. Honestly.
It is a deep friendship. It is a very deep friendship. But it started as a friendship, turned into a business thing, and we just made absolutely freaking sure the friendship bit always came first.
Absolutely.
You can't lose then,
That's it.
I know we were speaking to someone the other night who's been burnt by a number of business partners, and we were talking about, in hindsight, would you have done it differently and all this, that, and the other. And he was saying, he said, you 2 guys have got something special because you're able to work together. And I went, yeah, because we just set the expectations at the beginning. And also, I think neither of us are purely in anything just for the money or the whatever. Obviously, we need to earn money. We don't pretend we never pretend it's not a part of life. But like, there was a project I was telling the guy about this. Kurt and I were working on a joint project a while ago. I did quite a bit of work on it. I was quite involved. Kurt was getting to the point where he wanted to push it forward. And I didn't have the time, inclination, motivation at the time. Now, Kurt would have waited for me. Yes. And then I could have come in, and I went, you know what? This is more important to get this out and in the hands of people who it will help than it is for me to get my 50% of the gold pieces or whatever. So I said, just run with it. And he did. But you know what? The people that have bought into that will probably come into Society 11 and will be made aware of me. And there will always be an upside for me for that investment in time I made into that, whether it's financial or otherwise. And sometimes when you realign, so we never fall out over shit like that, because you know what? It's just a project. It's just a thing. It's just
we also find ways to work together.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm going to save that for Society 11 only.
Let's just talk about these other wins first, and then we can say goodbye to Moneymaker people, and then we can talk that.
So, Neil Mackenzie, win for today's show. white label report and case study. No opt-in list building formula. He's going to be giving a free giveaway. He's actually utilizing a piece of your software called Andy's Viral PDF Brender. And he's asking for advice at the same time. I could show you the actual page that he's utilizing here. Let me pull this up here.
The win is, though, he's got this stuff together, and we know he's got a couple of questions, and we will cover those in the second half of today's show as well.
Yes. I mean, he's got it nailed down. He knows exactly what he's wanting to do. He's wanting to teach, which is important because when you share ideas, more ideas come in because you get feedback. Feedback is huge. Getting feedback from your customers, getting feedback from your partners, getting feedback from your mentors is a huge process. Let me stop sharing here.
And Paul Carr sent me the thing that he's built, which is
nice.
Let me just let me maximize this up. There we go. I'm not going to scroll through it and let you see all the content. That wouldn't be fair, obviously. But this is Paul's report. I will show you this much. Look how in depth it is. Step by step, clear cut, exactly what he did. A real case study. Now, this case study is something that Paul is actually going to give away for nothing, I think. And this is it is well detailed. Now, the reason he's going to give it away is because it doesn't reveal the absolute full methods of what he's doing. It talks about a lot of it. There's affiliate links in there, so obviously it's monetized in other ways anyway. And when we're discussing it, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. I just told him if it were mine, I'd release it as like a lead magnet to build things because it's monetized in some ways anyway. But I would also list it on Kindle for $1.99 or something like that. Right. You might as well have it out there. If people pay they're not going to be disappointed if you can't read through this report with the detail he's given and get $2 worth of value out of it, then you've got your eyes shut. So
how many pages?
I don't know. I didn't count.
Usually it shows you in
30.
There you go. A 30-page book, short read on Amazon Kindle. If it ranks decent, you could probably give away quite a few copies or sell quite a few copies. It's another marketplace that's open and available to you, and it costs you nothing to upload. There is no exclusivity with them whatsoever.
So excellent news on the wins. I think there's been some others. There's been so many good. Tom Clark's got some good stuff going on. Loy, of course, did his launch, and that I'm very pleased with seeing the results of that already. Already thinking about the next one, and I've already got some ideas. I've got to feed to Lloyd next time I chat to him. There's so many good things, so many wins coming, and that's what we want to see. What a great start to 2021. It just shows if you just focus and do it and be consistent and all of that. We're going to say goodbye to the Moneymakers group, and then when we come back after this little goodbye outro that they get to watch, we will be doing a couple of things. One, I'm going to take you through my 5-page lead magnet template and show you just how quickly it's possible to do a really good lead magnet that people want in very, very short space of time. I've said on these calls hundreds of times, people overcomplicate lead magnets. Well, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to show you my exact template. So that's coming up, and we're going to be doing some other cool stuff as well right after this. Ta-da! They have the Moneymakers have gone.
Bye-bye.
So some of you will have noticed, because obviously when I do anything, I shout about it and tell people because that's part of marketing. But you will notice that I've been posting around a freebie this morning. But I wanted to talk about this a little bit because I've used this template several times in multiple niches. It works really well. And so I'm just going to talk through it real quick because I think it will help some people. Now, what I have done, now I'm in a position obviously where I've got lots of products already. I've been doing this 20 years. So I'm in a place where, and I try and make them as evergreen as possible. And those that aren't, obviously they have their time, and those that are, they keep going. And one of those products I've got that's going to keep going for some time is my Traffic Secrets course that I sell from my website. And what I have done is I have boiled down one of the key methods that talks about it. It goes far more in depth. Obviously, it's a several page course, videos, all sorts of other stuff. This is a 1-page cheat sheet. So I boiled down the entire formula into a flow chart. There's the flow chart.
Nice.
If you pause now, you can get this free anyway, right? So you don't have to worry about scribbling it down. So I have the title page. Page 2, elevator pitch. That's what this is. Hi, this is who I am. This is why you should listen to me. And I've really done it that brutally in this one, but you can obviously soften that in the way you write. And I've just gone, boom, here's my key points. I want this short, concise, smack you in the face. Don't waste your time. No bullshit, no fluff. Then I've got a page that says, in this case, it's just, okay, here comes the formula. Okay. But if you needed an extra introductory paragraph or explanation or whatever, you drop it in there. In this case, I didn't feel it needed one. There's the actual flow chart, dead easy, just made in PowerPoint. And then further reading. And guess what these are? Links to my other stuff that people might want to buy, especially after studying this. Because look, you've just done the really quick 1-page version. Here's the full version of Traffic Secrets. Plus, here's our sales. I've done related offers and the free S11 Moneymakers group down there. That's my lead magnet. Now, with this template, I can make a lead. If I take a concept and just scribble out a flow chart, you know, I'm not trying to oversimplify this and make it sound I didn't put any effort in, because I do. But you draw the flow chart and you go, right, great, that's it. That becomes your lead magnet. Now, in this case, I simply extracted it from the main course. I didn't have it laid out as a flow chart like that, but it was one of the things explained in one of the videos. So I just took it, flow charted it out. That's it. Then all you need to pack that out is further reading. That's your call to action stuff. The lead in, the why they should listen to you, the bit that just pitches you and sells you. And then that's it. Now you want to start giving it away. And how did I choose to give it away? Well, we've been talking about Gumroad on and off now for a couple of months. And I'm using Gumroad. In fact, let me come up over here. Go into Gumroad here. It's not doing a lot of money, obviously, this account, because it's relatively new. Actually, look at that, $88 today I have taken on my free report, because guess what? It's pay what you want, which can be nothing, or chuck me money for a coffee.
Right.
Look, I've been chucked $88 for building leads today.
Love it. Love it.
And here's how you do it. So inside Gumroad, I've just created a product. Look how little I've had to do to make this come together. Got that instantly. That PowerPoint is exported as a PDF. The reason I did it in PowerPoint, I like the layout. You could do it in Word, doesn't really matter, but I like that layout. Then I took a screenshot of the main flowchart in Snagit, blurred it, and just put the title of it back over the top. That became my graphic. Took me 3 minutes and not much thought, if I'm honest. Then name, that came off the report. This is a subheadline. This is what it's aimed for. This is the entire my sales copy, 3 sentences. Problem, my experience, solution, and guess what? Nothing to lose, because it's free. Or
there you go.
You pay. Put down here what they get. Dun 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 dun. There's the download, which I uploaded inside this. I did stamp it because I thought I might as well. 0+, suggested 4, hit the save button. That's it, I'm done. This automatically builds the list, does the mailing list stuff, does everything. I don't have to connect this to an autoresponder. I don't have to connect it to a sales page maker. I don't connect it to a lead page maker. Nothing. Everything's done in there.
Yep.
I am paying for Gumroad now, by the way. I've upgraded to the $10 a month because it just makes sense.
It's worth it.
But you can start for free, as we have said 100 times before. You can do what I've done here for nada on Gumroad. So I hope that has inspired some people.
I've actually set up my second Gumroad account already.
Yeah, I'm setting up my, well, I've set up my second. I haven't started paying for it yet for another niche, and I'm going to be buying a third. I've already got things I'm going. Do you know, with Gumroad, honestly, I've got some niches I'm thinking, well, you know, Kurt and I are actually recording a set of videos about what we're doing with Gumroad as well,
Yes.
which isn't how to use Gumroad, because honestly, if you want to learn how to use Gumroad, their help,
Is
their video
amazing.
is, I couldn't write a better course than that on how to use it, right? But what we can do is we can give our insight as marketers and things about, you know, the psychology of how and what and why and things like that. And so that's what we're doing. We're putting that together at the moment. I'm sure there will be news on that in the coming months. We've only actually recorded 1.5 videos for it so far, but we know where it's going.
Yes.
But it's all going to be stuff we're actually doing, which is why Kurt and I are busy buying Gumroad accounts and doing stuff with them. I plan to take a niche, build an entire site, blog, mailing list, products, everything, and use nothing but Gumroad for the delivery, the lead, everything, as much as is possible. Obviously, if there's the odd other tool that really is going to significantly help, I am going to use it. But the idea is to predominantly use the thing. Doria said, where can I get a copy of that? If she's meaning the free thing, Jerome has posted the link for you over on my Gumroad. I've got several free things over there. And because you're in S11, those ones that say free or pay me $4 for a copy, genuinely, you're in S11. I don't want your money.
Right.
Just go and take it. Please take it. If you want to buy me a coffee, I'm not going to say no. I love coffee, but you know. Anyway, there's that. And feel free to download it and not only use it for the traffic idea, it is steal my idea. All right. Don't copy my idea. Don't copy the exact template, but use the formula. Title page, elevator pitch, which is the reason they should listen to you. It's also, you know, extra same for you. Intro if it's needed. If it's not, just do a title slide. The cheat sheet for the reading.
That's it.
I did that this morning in about half an hour, and it took me 5 minutes to list it on Gumroad, and it's done. That's, you know, and then I just went and shared it on some places. I obviously shared it with you guys because it's genuinely good value, but I've also shared it on my Facebook wall and in my Facebook page and in my other groups that I'm in. Any group I'm in of people that need web traffic, I've gone around and gone, here's a good freebie. For no one ever complains about me giving them something for free that's helpful.
Right.
So win, 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 win. And I bet at the end of the day, when I log into my Thrivecart and check my stats for the day, I bet I've made sales off the recommended products that are in there directly from the links that are in that report, from the people that downloaded it today. People that have probably seen those products before, because Real Traffic Secrets has been out months. Be a 5%er has been out since 2014. You know, but I'll make sales of those today because of that.
And
Jerome says it's a perfect idea for using. Yeah, Beacon can be used for that as well. It doesn't, honestly, don't get over wrapped up in the tools. I've used PowerPoint. You know, PowerPoint, Google Docs has got a slideshow type thing for free. Use that. If you don't have PowerPoint, it doesn't matter. Just do it.
And there might be a tool coming out relatively soon that I think I'm going to give Society 11 that allows you to use Google Docs and give them away and build your email list.
I like Doug's referring to my How to Look After Your Doug product that I've got in my, it's actually a PLR pack. So if you want to know how to look after Doug Halfpenny, I've got oh no, it's dogs. Sorry, it's close. He's noticed I've put a few random things in my Gumroad store just to populate it for now. If you look at my storefront, it's hideous in Gumroad. I've just chucked stuff in there. It doesn't matter at the moment because of where it's going and how it will flesh out eventually anyway. And plus, this Gumroad account you're looking at is very much my testing ground. I've been just trying stuff out on it. And then the other accounts I've got, I'm doing it more seriously and so on. Paul Carr's going to use his Gumroad store to get his case study out. Excellent. Is that my formula? What formula is that they're talking about? Oh, fine. I think it's a joke. That's all right. I was just getting a bit lost there. Okay, so I hope that's helped. I just wanted to share the template and the idea and the concept. And once again, you know, when we talk about stuff week in, week out on here, when we're going to you, you might want to look at Gumroad for a number of reasons. Believe me, it's because we're doing the same. We don't tell you to look at anything we're not we haven't checked out and looked at and whatever else. And we've not only looked at, checked it out, we're now on like stage 2. We're like, holy crap, we can do this with it, and we can do that with it. And now, as we're discovering things, we're getting really excited, and that's why we're putting a product together on it, because we've got all these ideas that aren't covered in their standard training, that with just a little bit of thinking outside the box, you can, do some amazing stuff. So, Doug's now following me on Gumroad. Thank you. I appreciate that. And if you guys want to follow me on Gumroad, just keep a spy on what I'm doing. Even if you never buy a damn thing off me, that is fine. Use it to learn from. You'll see stuff on there that does work. You'll see stuff on there that doesn't work. If you're ever curious, ask me. I'll tell you. I've got no hesitation. This Gumroad account is brand new, so I don't mind showing you I say it's brand new. I've had the account years and not used it. And then I've gone in and gone, they've changed Gumroad loads.
Realistically, what it is I started looking at Gumroad for licensing and started looking into it more and more and more, and I just freaking love it.
So I don't have statistics that look amazing. Since December, I've made $191 on Gumroad. It's nothing to write home about or shout about, but I've learned bloody loads from the experience. And that's the thing. We can't teach you experience. You have to do it to get that.
Right. Well, I could show you a little bit of mine.
We can teach you from our experience. We can't give you experience. So you have to actually go, Kurt's doing a bit better than me on Gumroad. He's been doing it longer and taking it more seriously because I've been doing other projects.
Yeah. I've got products that I'm putting in here, and I'm testing them out, making sure that they work, and just move forward. That's the whole idea.
And like Doug says, $191.78 is good for coffee, man. Yeah, I mean, that is since December. But I mean, even I don't drink $190 worth of coffee in 2 months. So, you know what? That's not all coffee money either, to be fair. I have sold I've got a product that sells for $100. I put it in there and I've made a sale. But just on coffee, you're on, looking at today's figures. Hang on, where's that number there? $91 now. That's a lot of coffee.
That is.
Shame I don't still drink. I'd buy some whiskey, but I don't. Anyway, just want to encourage you guys. This stuff's not hard. We keep saying that. Don't take it that not hard means piss easy. It's not piss easy either. It's not hard. It's not difficult. There's a difference between easy and not hard and not difficult. You've got to know the difference. Too many people assume the opposite of hard or the opposite of doing it and difficult is piss easy. It's not. They're relative to each other. The point at which you make money is somewhere in the middle.
It's always in the middle.
Anyway, I plan to make as many accounts. My ducks in a row. Okay, whatever that is. All right, we're time. We've been on for half an hour. Is there anything else we had to cover this week? Any other questions we had that people wanted answering? I know that Paul and Neil kind of want us to look at their pages as well, partly as a critique, and we've not really had time today. But we will do that. I think what we'll do, we'll look at that and we'll give you some feedback in the Society 11 group and whatever. And if necessary, we'll jump on another live and do it. But I don't like these to run over half an hour because I explained before, people see it's over half an hour and they don't bother watching the replay. And as you guys have seen today, and as you saw on Wednesday, there's a shed ton of value crammed into these. And I want most people to see it. And if that means I have to cut off at half an hour every week to get more eyes on it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Have a fantastic weekend. I am pub tonight, 9 p.m. London time. I will be there for a couple of hours or so. And it's normally a good bit of banter and chat and whatever, and you might learn something. Feel free to join us there if you fancy that. And otherwise, we will see you again live on Wednesday of next week. And of course, we'll be partaking in the group Society 11 every day in the meantime. So you've got questions, concerns, difficulties, you're stuck on something, you want to know which way to go. Shout. We're here to help. We want you to succeed. We're about getting people to success this year. It's our mission. and we're going to do it. There's several people we got our eye on already, and I reckon there's several more that are now starting to stir, might be ready very, very soon. We're coming for you. We're going to get you there. We want to help out, well, if you want us to, because, you know, it's meant to be fun.
You can you could drag a horse to water, shove its head underneath the water.
Yeah.
You can't make it drink that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to leave you with this. This is what I think of Society 11.